Ay, Miss Danica, pinapatawag ka po ni Boss.
Ako po?
Ay, opo. Saan daw po? Sa office po.
Sige, saglit lang, Alvin.
Sige. Balik ka na lang.
Madam, papasok po ba?
Papasok.
Yes?
Sir, andito na po si Ma'am Danica.
Miss Danica.
Bakit niyo daw po ako sir pinatawag?
Miss Danica, dahil maganda naman ang performance mo at ang record mo sa aming company, napag-desisyon na ng aming committee na bigyan ka na mas mataas na posisyon. Ngayon, gagawin ka na supervisor ng company.
Talaga sir?
Yes, Miss Danica, and congratulations.
Maraming salamat po. Hindi ko po inaasahan. Salamat po sir.
Good day, everyone. To my committee members, I call this meeting for I am proud and glad to introduce to you the supervisor of our company. Let's welcome Ms. Danica Martinez.
Good morning. I'm Danica. I'm Danica Martinez. Yes. Let me start. Let me start to. Let me start. Let this. Sir.
Hindi mo man lang inisip kung anong pinagagawa mo doon sa loob ng meeting? Inintroduce pa naman kita ng maayos. Masaya ako dahil alam ko na maganda ang performance mo, maganda ang records mo. Pero bakit ganun? Parang naiba yung plano. Naiba yung pagtingin namin sa'yo.
Sorry po, sir. Sige po. Sorry po talaga, sir.
Sige, mag-isip-isip ka muna.
Good morning, Doc. Good morning po.
Morning. Ano po ang kailangan natin?
Gusto ko lang po malaman niyo na may nararamdaman po akong kakaiba.
Ano pong nangyari sa'yo?
Kasi po ganito po yun. Yung boss ko po, napagalitan ako.
Bakit? Ano ba ang masasabi sa'yo ng boss?
Ako, kasi daw, hindi ko po kaya
There's a lot that holds us back from trying out psychotherapy. There's the idea that you have to be a little mad or harbour some huge and strange problem to go and see a therapist. It can be hard to see that therapy isn't in fact for the select, disturbed few. It's for everyone, because actually it's entirely ordinary to be rather confused, a bit anxious, and sometimes challenged by relationships, family life, and the direction of your career. So really, the only qualification for going to therapy is to be a normal human being. There's also the worry about the strangeness of it all. It'll be you and someone you've never met, to whom you're expected to divulge nothing less than your inner life. Why not talk to a friend? Well, firstly, because friends aren't properly trained to listen. As one will have noticed, they interrupt a lot. And secondly, because it's sometimes easier to tell someone who has no prior knowledge or expectations of you the big and important things about who you are. Furthermore, therapists are the last people ever to judge. Their concept of a normal human being is far more expansive than that held by society at large. They know how unusual and surprising we are, especially around sex and anxiety. Their whole training takes them into the recesses of their own and others' minds. They know how surprising we can all be. It doesn't frighten them. It intrigues and motivates them. That's why they became therapists in the first place. They are, in the end, interested in mental health. That means in helping out. Then there's the cost. Isn't it all a fortune? It might be the price of going out for dinner with friends, which is both a lot and not so much. It really just depends on the value you place on it. This is the crux of it. Therapy is valuable because so many of our problems come down to not having enough insight into how our minds work, what we want, what we fear, why we act the way we do and are overwhelmed by certain feelings. The goal of therapy is self-knowledge. By talking a lot to someone who listens very carefully over many weeks, you come to deeper insights into the mind you inhabit. Patterns start to emerge, a particular way of approaching relationships or dealing with defeat, a recurrent, not very helpful approach to jealousy, an ongoing thing with your sister or father. This is the stuff of therapy. Knowing how to live isn't an instinct. We're not born with it. It's a skill. And one of the places you learn it is in the outwardly slightly unusual, but in fact deeply normal and productive setting of a therapist's office. It isn't a sign of disturbance to go to therapy. It's the first sign of sanity and of a proper, grown-up commitment to mental health.
Pumunta po ako ngayon para po humingi ng pasensya sa nangyari. Pero po, sigurado po ako ngayon na okay na po ako, sir. Sana po, bigyan niyo po ako ng pagkakataon.
Sorry din, Miss Danica, kung nakapagsalita ako ng hindi maganda sa'yo nung panahon na yun na Miss Danica, kung meron tayong meeting at nung pumunta ka sa office ko. Pero wala naman, Miss Danica, nagbago. Ikaw pa rin ang supervisor namin at ibibigay ko ulit sa'yo ang posisyon na dapat na para sa'yo.
Talaga, sir?
Oo naman.
Maraming salamat po, sir.
You're welcome,
Sigurado
sir.
po ako, gagawin ko po ang lahat na makakaya ko.
Pero dapat, hindi ka na dapat magugulo sa sunod. At dapat mong gawin yung mga, dapat hindi mo na gawin yung mga bagay na alam mo hindi makakatulong para sa iyo.
Opo, sir. Maaasahan na po yun.
Congratulations,
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Once again, I am Jimenez, and I'm proud to introduce myself as the new supervisor of this company. And with that, I will accept all the duties and responsibilities